It's Jonna, the preppy crafty girl. Thank you for joining me for another Thrifty Thursday craft haul. I went to one of my favorite thrift stores and they were having an outdoor sale. It was on my Wednesday that I go out with my friends and we go junking together. And this is the second part of that haul because like I told you in the last video last week that I was able to fill a giant kitchen bag of stuff and they were just selling it for a flat fee. So I had fun filling it up. And one of my finds is I found tons of sewing ephemera, which I'm super excited about. I love everything about anything that has to do with sewing. And I'm always thrilled to pick up any kind of trims or laces or any kind of sewing ephemera. It's just so much fun. I love the old vintage packaging too. I'll even use that in my junk journaling. And anyway, so here we go. Let's get started. If you end up liking the video, give me a thumbs up. And if you don't subscribe to me yet, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and become a follower so you can see what's going on in my journal, my journeys and my journal. And it'd be great to have you following along. I'm going to be doing some live events, maybe once a week or maybe once every other week. I'm not really sure. I used to be a weekly live recording person when I was in business with my sister and we were Scrappy Camper sisters, but my sister passed away in December and I'm on my own now. So I just have the preppy crafty girl. I no longer have Scrappy Camper sisters with her. And down in the comment section, if you see anything during this video that you have a good idea to how you would use it, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to get your ideas on how you would use an item, or if anything is nostalgia and brings back childhood memories that I may show. You know, I love to hear people's stories, so feel free to leave comments in the comment section and I will love to be reading and find out more about my viewers and what you want to see. So here we go. Let's dig in. I do have the rest of my haul of the vintage linens that I had. And like I told you, I had to break it up because I had so many that I couldn't show them all in one video or you guys would be like, yawn, because there were so many. But I love vintage linens. I'm getting ready to do a bunch of linen like front journals. I just did a series of 3 where they were using the Tim Holtz fabric and also put in some vintage linens and stuff with it, along with some antique wallpaper that I had. I sold out of all 3 and I didn't even make one for myself. And now I'm like, I don't even remember how I made them. I need to start recording myself so I can go back and see how I made them because it was such a long process because I did 3 of them that I don't remember how I did them. Oh my goodness. But anyway, it's fun because they'll all be unique then, right? Okay, so here we go. I just found some Corsom doilies. So there's one, here's this one. And I found this one. This actually is has the cutout in it. So, oh, that's the wrong side. That's the right side. But isn't that pretty? I just love, I'm such a pink and green girl. I love pink and green. Because, hence, preppy. Oh my gosh. These smell fabulous. I washed them in this designer laundry detergent that I have. It just makes everything smell so yummy. Okay, so anyway, I got this one. I think this is a curtain. Yeah, it's a curtain topper, but look at all this lovely crochet on the edge. And I love the fact that this is off-white. It's like a muslin. It is a muslin, so it'll be great to make tags or whatever, stamp on, pockets, all kinds of stuff, right? I use the whole item. Now this one is a little more stained, so I won't use that. Of course, you could tea dye it. It's all been laundered and everything. And I could coffee dye it or, you know, but because this is a table, I don't mind doing that. But if I find a sheet or something, usually, well, all my sheets that I send to people as I use them for envelopes for wrapping my kits in, those are new in package. And what I do is I take them out of the package and I wash them and then I make my envelopes with them. So you'll never have to worry about that those sheets have been used. They have not been used, the ones that you will get in your kits. And anyway, so I got this one because I had nice crocheted edge. And then this one was interesting. It's very, oh, I do not like the feel of this thing. And I think it's because it's got like some plastic in it, but I thought for seeing if I could do tea dye through it on paper and get this pattern, because it has like a plasticky kind of, it's not plastic though. It's definitely some kind of string, but it just, I don't know, some like polyester. And because it has a huge hole in it, but I thought, you know, if I want to use it at spray and if it goes on, you know, I'm going to try it. We'll see. Oh, these were left over from the pillowcases I told you that I tore up and I'm using the edge on. And then I got salvaged a couple of little pieces of those to use. I got this one. I'm going to I'm going to use this. I don't know. I was going to use, this is April Cornell. I love her artwork. And it is a dish towel and it has these vegetables. And I thought about using this for an envelope to put the cookbook journal in, and I still may, even though I have the other ones that I showed you in my last video that had the labels, the carton labels on them. I was going to use those, but I may end up doing more than one gardening journal. So this will probably go in my cookbook, and I'll make an envelope out of this one for my cookbook journal. I love the colors and everything, and I really like her artwork. It's very pretty. She's very 1980s, 90s, right? April Cornell, 90s. I think she was more 90s, early 2000. This is beautiful, some kind of linen. I love the linen. The cut work's pretty also. And but I truly, truly love the linen. Again, this may end up, I think it's too short to be kit envelope, but what I'll end up doing is I will make it for one of my journals. Like I told you, I did those Tim Holtz journals, and they came in a pouch, but it was I did different pouches with that one. I can't remember what I ended up using, but these will be nice. I think this is what I'll end up doing my next Tim Holtz journals, and they'll come in a pouch like that. I like to do my handmade journals because they're so fragile. Not that they're fragile, but they've got like antique pieces of paper and antique wallpaper and stuff like that on. I like to put them in something nice. This is really beautiful cotton. This cotton is gorgeous, and I really just bought it for that. And then it had a little bonus trim on it. And but this is pretty badly stained. So what I'll do is I'll cut that. And then the white stuff, you know, again, we are doing that I'm doing that eco dyeing in my retreat. So it's always good to have a bunch of that kind of fabric for the eco dyeing. Okay. I got a shoebox of a bunch of like hem facing, so all different kinds of hem tape, but it's the lace hem tape, and then of course there's that bias trim, but it's like all different kinds. Look at this one, it even has like a little lady on there. What's this one called? A almond green. All organized here. Quilt binding. Here we go. I knew there had to be a quilt binding. This stuff has been plaguing me everywhere I go. I've been finding this quilt binding. Okay, so that is all of that stuff. Okay, so I ended up finding some of this natural raffia, and I'm so excited about this because I was going to go and buy some for this class I'm taking, Wanderlust, this year, and we are making our own brushes from nature, and she wrapped the brushes with the hand to make handles or whatever. When she put the twigs together before the handle, she wrapped the natural raffia around it, and I didn't have any, and I am like so thrilled that this got tossed in the bag. So I got that big giant bag and I shoved this in there. I got all this stuff in one garbage bag. All right, then I found a bag of who knows what's in it. We will discover this together. I just saw, because I needed these, right? These head pins. I just needed head pins. And so I just grabbed the whole thing. I don't even know what's in here. and we will just discover it together, people. Come on, let's go. Okay, these are called Embellish. This is the wedding and marriage. Let's see. This is 204 pieces, it says. Oh, I hope I don't spill this. Is there one that's opened? Okay, so there's 4 of these. There's 2 weddings and 2 love and kisses. Let me see. They are taped. Maybe that's my issue. Marriage. We have, black and white little rhinestones. And then these little seed beads and bugle beads. And then, these are like little acrylic things. Little acrylic flat-backed hearts. And what is that? Champagne glasses. I don't know. What does that say? Our wedding. I am doing a wedding journal. I've been starting to collect doing not a wedding journal, but just a wedding kit. The one wedding kit I put together, it's sold. So I want to put up another one. So some of this stuff will end up in there, I'm sure. And then there's a bunch of little tiny eyelets. Ooh, these are going to come in handy. I don't have any of the smaller ones, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so that is in that one, and this is the same. And then I've got this one. Here we go. So let's see. We've got these little, these are sequins, like sequin dangles that you stitch on, little hearts. And then there are lip brads. Oh my goodness. Lip brads. And then little red bugle beads and red seed beads and some little white or clear and red heart and pink heart sequins. No, these are rhinestones, flat back rhinestones. And again, some little eyelets. So anyway, that was a pretty good deal. And I got two sets of each of those. And then, okay, I didn't want all of these, but this is what came in the bag. So I guess I'm going to be making dangles for days. And of course I told you we were going to be making the dangles in my retreat. And I've been getting those little trinket boxes. And so I have plenty of these, plenty. I will be making dangles for the rest of my life. Let me see how many are in here. These are nickel-free head. There's 50 in each one. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 500 of them. There's 9 of them. 450 dangles. Come on. I'm going to be here for what? If I made one a day, I could get it done in 2 years or a year and a few. Yeah, that ain't happening. But they're perfect for my retreat. Okay, then I got this because I am going to work on my mom's album, which is that yellow album I'm doing. Anyway, I can put this on the front. I was looking for something. I want to do kind of a layered thing on the front, and that would be super cute. Then, oh my goodness, people, I don't know if you're going to see it. I don't know what's in this box. There was a girl who was going, okay, so while I was at this thrift store thing, outside thrift store parking lot sale, one of the ladies said, oh, she's the one that found this. And she's like, oh, does anybody sew? And I said, I do. And so she gave me this. And she's like, oh, if you like sewing, there's a whole box of sewing stuff over there. Well, I couldn't figure out how to get back there. But then when I got back there, my friend was with me. She was coming from the other direction. And she's like, Donna, like that. And she was like looking down. And there was a lady who was going through this box. And I was like, no, don't let her take it. Don't let her take it. And so anyway, she didn't. She was going after paper ephemera. So she got all the paper ephemera and I got all the sewing ephemera. So, it all works out in the end. But I have more than enough. So I am definitely going to be having to do some kind of kit somehow because I don't even know what's in here. I have not looked. I just saw there was sewing stuff. I didn't want anybody else to pick it up. And so I picked it up and I put it as part of that bag in the trash bag. So this went in the bottom of the trash bag and everything else I was just putting on top of it. So it went in the all you could fit in a trash bag deal. And that was in it. And So we'll just go through it super quick, and let's just see what's in here. There's all kinds of stuff. I don't know. Has anybody been counting how many of these I've gotten in this? This is crazy. How can one person own all this? I guess maybe they bought it in a box lot too, like I did. And then you end up with it. Okay, that is it, people. Oh, and there's just a couple little snaps at the bottom. But anyway, thank you for joining me for this Thrifty Thursday haul. And thank you, Sherry, for I think that's how you pronounce your name. I'm not sure. I think that's it, from Turquoise Dreaming. And I appreciate being in this hashtag Thrifty Thursday kind of group. It's been fun. It's been fun sharing. I hope you're enjoying seeing what I pick up. And if there's anything in here that you have an idea of how to use, let me know. I already know how to use like the packaging and stuff. I do use this packaging and of course just lace. But there are some things in here that were very odd, and I'm not really sure what kind of setter this is. It may be the snap fastener, only because there were so many snap fasteners, and these kind of look the same, and they don't quite look like an eyelet snap. I don't know. But anyway, and then especially that pokey thing, this thing right here, if anybody knows what that is, please comment below and let me know. So, in fact, you know what I could do? I could hold it up, and if you are handy at all, if you want to Google it, take a screenshot and Google this, lens this, and find out what this is if you can. Okay, have an awesome day, and thank you again. Give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe and leave me a comment below. Thank you.